Two 15-year-old boys fishing on the banks of the Rio Grande River on the 6th of May 2017 had to be rescued from an island in the Rio Grande River after one of the boys fell in the water and the other jumped in after him to help his friend. The pair of boys had just finished fishing and were turning around to walk back up to the road next to the Valdez Bridge at Fairview Lane when the riverbank on which one of them had stepped gave away, causing one of the teens to fall into the water. His friend jumped in after him to save him from being swept away, while one of the boys floated onto an island in the middle of the river, assisted with the help of a styrofoam cooler used as a flotation device. The other teen came ensnarled on a strainer created at the tip of the island. A strainer is a buildup of debris such as rocks, logs, tree branches, and many other items, which restricts the downflow stream of the water currents. These strainers are dangerous due to the underwater currents and undertows, which can easily cause entrapment, which leads to drowning. There are many other hazards, such as the force of moving water, channel characteristics, transportation of material loads, such as boulders and trees, swift water hydrology, types of water flows, current vectors, water hydraulics, and many other types of hazards which could be encountered in a large flowing river such as the Rio Grande. Espanola firefighters reported when they arrived on scene they only saw one of the boys on the island. It took a few seconds for the firefighters to realize that the other boy was caught against the strainer, bobbing up and down in the water currents. After a few minutes, the boy let go and was sucked under the strainer. The teenager popped up on the opposite side and was pulled out by his friend onto the island. Now the two boys were facing a new hazard from the cold water and the blowing wind effects, which could cause hypothermia. La Mesilla, Aguasana, and Santa Clara Pueblo volunteer fire departments were all paid shortly after the incident was reported. All these emergency services have certified swift water personnel and equipment to handle these types of technical rescues and offer additional rescue assets if needed. Alfredo Montoya, the deputy fire marshal for Rio Grande County, quickly took on the task as incident commander to handle the rescue operations. A team of 6 rescuers would be in the hot zone, which is in contact with the water. This would be 5 individuals who would swim out to the island and would have direct access to the 2 teenage boys. 1 rescuer would be in a one-man kayak downstream of the rescue operations as a secondary safety rescue backup. A team of 5 rescuers were stationed on the shoreline, which is in the warm zone of the rescue operation. 3 rescuers were charged with tossing rope throw bags from the shore to the island. The 2 other rescuers were placed further downstream as a secondary safety rescue backup, also equipped with rope throw bags. Once on the island, the rescuers put flotation safety vests on the two teenagers. The rescuers grabbed the ropes while the teenagers held on to them. The rescuers pushed off into the river and allowed the water currents to push them in an arc to the west shore of the riverbank. Once the teenagers were back on dry land, medical personnel checked them out, and since the boys were not complaining of any injuries and appeared not to be suffering from hypothermia, they were both released from the incident scene. The incident commander held a debriefing at the end of the rescue operation. Each member of the rescue team explained any difficulties they encountered and how they resolved the issue to the other participants of the rescue to identify and learn rescue skills and techniques for future training and/or rescue operations.